Hey Tubies, as many of you may notice, this is my first posting, my first video here. So I'm brand new to YouTube. Bear with me through my first few videos as I get used to the editing and posting portion. As many of you may know, last night was the winter solstice, and it just so happens that a full lunar eclipse coincided with it. It was actually the first time in several hundred years that such an event had happened. And I was thankful enough that I was able to view part of it, and it was a very beautiful sight. In any event, as part of the solstice, I actually made a resolution to create a YouTube account and start posting some videos. This is obviously the first in a series of videos that I'll be posting, and what I'll be covering in them is going to be on the Celtic Reconstructionist aspects. Now, for those of you not familiar with the term, Celtic Reconstructionism basically deals with trying to recreate the belief systems of the ancient Celts before the dominant religion of Christianity happened to come into play. So, as far as the evidence that we have for the ancient Celts, we primarily get it from two sources. One is the historians, and those existed within the Roman Empire. Now, if you look through history, Rome, or the Roman Empire as such, had a long-standing war against the Celtic nations. And a lot of the information that we find with the historians might not be historically accurate. Now, one more famous example, or infamous example as it might be, is the Wicker Man. It's been popularized by a recent movie, and it deals with human sacrifice. Now, we can't fully say whether human sacrifice was indeed part of the ancient Celts' religious aspects, and if it did exist, we aren't sure whether it may have been a form of capital punishment or simply a ritual aspect. So, being that as it may, that is our first source, is the Romans. Now, the second source that we happen to have for the belief systems of the Celtic nations is going to be that of the mythology. And the mythology was an oral tradition that was passed down several hundred years at least before it was officially written down. And by the time that it was written, we do have an integration, it appears, of Christian aspects along with pagan ideas. So when we review the mythology, whether it be of the Welsh, the Irish, or any of the other traditions within the Celtic cultures, you have to keep that thought in mind, that there are indeed aspects of Christianity that are still going to be in there. Now, at least with that thought in mind, you can see, even in the Arthurian legends, aspects of paganism. And in fact, you can find aspects of paganism still existing within our holidays that we celebrate up into present day. We're still integrating in our culture in America these days aspects of different cultures from around the world. As we have refugees from other countries, most notably back in the 1800s after the potato blight in Ireland, we had a big influence of their culture, the Irish culture, upon ours. And it was from that we get various traditions at Halloween, such as the carving of a pumpkin. Beforehand, the Irish actually carved turnips. I could go on about the aspects of Samhain and the religion of the ancient Irish, but I'll save that for a later discussion. So, in any case, my videos here are obviously going to be dealing with the Irish belief system, or the Celtic belief system, which, again, could be either the Irish, the Welsh, that of the Isle of Man, Scotland, etc. So I'll be covering them all at various points in time. And what I seek from you guys as of right now is an answer to a question. What aspect of Celtic culture, mythology, etc. do you like most? If you wanted to post a video response or just a simple written response down below, feel free to do so. And in my next video, I will try to cover a little bit of that, as well as do a book review of one of my most recent finds. And we'll get this thing started. So I look forward to hearing from all of you, and have a great day. Bye.